natitirang mga BBM vloggers na malalaki, magsama-sama man ang Ensaymada, isang following lang nila mga yan. So, happy attorney you speak up. Ramdam ko po ang peace at right timing ninyo. Salamat, Ian. Kita niyo rin, ano? Kaya nga, may nagpapakawala ng mga rumor na nandun ako sa kabilang panig. Tama, mukha nga nandun ako sa kabilang panig kasi kapicture ko si Presidente Duterte. Ang galing-galing niya din tumiming. Kakaiba kayo. Ay, nako. Saan natin ipapatawag? Sabi ni Lucky Parker, tanong lang, pwede bang ipatawag ang Kongreso at pasagutin sa taong bayan? Ina-assume nyo kasi that there's some kind of government form where you can call them and hold them to account. We can't. Okay? Wala sa sistema natin yung ganyan. Except if you take them to court. Okay, that's one forum na maaari niyong panagutin dyan. Pero you have to file charges, you have to have evidence, you have to have a cause of action. Ang forum talaga for that is this one. What I don't understand is how you cannot appreciate. May power yung salita natin. May power yung words natin. We don't need a forum for them. We already have one. Dito, lutong-luto, tostado sila dito. At pag tostado sila dito, tostado sila sa eleksyon as long as it's a fair fight. But, kahit mandaya ang mga ito sa eleksyon, they have to look like they won also. Hindi pwedeng yung lahat tayo galit, lahat tayo hindi natin sila binoto, tapos biglang ipoproclaim sila na panalo. Ganun din sa plebisito. Kung marami ang humihindi, hindi yan mananalo because they need the appearance of winning as much as they need the actual ballots that say that they won. Sabi nila, Arnie, grabe po budget allocated nila sa ayuda, ilang billion din. Sana maisip naman na create na lang ng work para hindi puro ayuda, parang puro band-aid solution ang ginagawa nila. Ang tanong, wala kayang dumigit. Nanonood ka ng karambola, no? Maraming salamat dyan. Sa pagtatangkilik ninyo ng programa namin. Ito, ma'am, wag niyo naman pong gawin yung trabaho para dun sa kabila. Did Digong lose weight? Yes, he did. Pero kasi hindi kami nagkita na po kami even before that and he had already lost weight. It's because he's watching his diet, he's watching what he eats and all that. Hindi gaya dati na talagang trabaho siya ng trabaho, hakainan na lang siya ng pagkain and he would just blindly eat it. He is watching his weight. Now, I don't know if there are any other issues, but he was healthy, he was happy, hindi problema ang kanyang health. So, kung nag-iimbento itong mga ensaymada, huwag niyo naman sakyan at parang ginagawa niya naman yung trabaho nila para sa kanila. The president is fine. If they want to insinuate that he is not the ex-president, former president is fine. But if they want to insinuate that something is wrong, magpadala sila ng ebidensya. Hindi yung simpleng weight loss. Kung nag-IF siya, enough na ba yun? Diba? Enough na yun, diba? Na to say that he had lost weight. Pero gusto nila, you know why they're saying? Alam niyo kung bakit sinasabi nila na mukhang may sakit, kapal na mukha ninyo, pinapagod niyo yung dating Pangulo and all that? Because we are saying that he is considering going back into politics. Yun po ang gusto nilang gawin. Titirahin nila yung health, titirahin nila later on yung age, titirahin nila lahat ng ibang mga yan. Kaya nga may tira dun sa ICC, kaya nga may tira na kukulong yung mga yan. It's so that they can put a monkey wrench in any campaign for him to run for office again. So, no-brainer yan. Di ba kakasabi lang natin, he's considering making a run for Congress. Yun naman mga tsuariwat ni Speaker. What? Matcha-challenge tayo? Anong gagawin natin? Di siraan natin yung health? All of these health issues, yung mga pakunwari pa silang cancer and sila dun sa dating Pangulo? Excuse me. Hindi. Concerned kasi kayo dahil baka siya manalo. Yung mga, he should consider resting. Sino ka para magsabi nun sa kanya? Kung gusto niyang tumakbo, ikaw pa ba ang magsasabing dapat magpahinga siya? Who you? That's really, for me, beyond acceptable limits of etiquette. Magpahinga na dapat siya. Concerned ka, girl? What are you doing? Diba? He is the one who said he's considering a return to politics and he should consider resting na lang. Why? It's not like as if you care. Why should he consider resting? Because you think he's going to win. Sabi ni Tej the Grimmer, mali ka, attorney. Anong baka? He will win. Ayoko masyadong malakas yung iyak ng kabila eh. Hindi concern yan ha. Yung pagkukunwari ninyo na kunwari concerned kayo for his health and you want him to rest. You know what happens to an active person na isa sideline ninyo? They get old very quickly. A lot of health issues arise from that. If he says that he wants to be active again, by all means, we should actually applaud it because then he's not going to go old very quickly. Retirement isn't for everybody. Ito sabi ni Rush, kung si JPE nga, umaarangkada pa, how much pa si Tatay D? Digong is considering to run for another presidential term. Ikaw kausap, girl, kausap ko. Ako mismo, face to face. Okay? Akong kumausap. Kinausap mo ba siya? Well, let's say he's considering that. Ano ngayon? Diba? He's too smart. And the fact that you're acting means he's making an impression. So yung mga nagsasabi naman, mas okay yata siya dun sa Senado. Bakit? Sino magcha-challenge kay Tambi? So, gusto ninyo nandyan na siya forever. Tignan mo, umaarangkada siya, gusto niya maging speaker, gusto niya maging something. Kung hindi matuloy, kung maubos ang oras para i-impeach si Inday, edi speaker pa rin siya. So, okay lang sa inyo. Yun na nga yung problema. The problem is that he has control of all these levers of power, money, people to do his bidding, Congress who is beholden to him, people who are beholden to him. They engineered an amnesty so that they can get free labor out of the left-leaning blocks in Congress. Tapos okay lang sa inyo na walang challenge dun sa speaker. Sabi ni Ma'am Soledad Mueller, tama ba, Mueller? We will support Digong sa Congress. We're from Germany, we will support Digong for Congress. Sabi ni Rush, ang tao pag walang motivation, lalong humihina. Sabi ni I'm Dead, paano maging speaker si Digong kung si PBBM ng presidente? Bakit sa tingin niyo wala siyang enough persuasive power? Kasi naman kayo akala ninyo kumot may pera yung kalaban, mananalo sila. Presidente Duterte became president, wala siyang suporta sa Kongreso. Walang ni isa, parang sabi niya, isa lang daw ang kongresista na sumuporta sa kanya, si Congressman Alvarez. Panalo siya. Konti ang sumuporta sa kanya sa mga LGU. Ano nangyari? Panalo siya. All he needed was the love and support of millions of people who cast their vote in his favor. If those millions of people cast their vote in favor of congressmen who will in turn cast their vote for Digong as speaker, what's gonna stop him? Sabi ni Grim Reaper, mas maganda sa Congress si PRD para siyang maging House Speaker o kung knows maging Prime Minister kung push nila yan. Sabi ni Masdi, mas okay siya sa HOR para mayanig yung mga ayaw, maglabas ng resibo, yung mga magpasama pa sa COA ni PWH. Sabi ni Juris Takupal, iniwan na si Digong ng PDP. Are you kidding me? Panalo nga sila. Hindi na nga dinikilala na kinilala na yung faction ni PRD, which is the majority faction anyway, parang tatlo lang yung mga kalaban nila. At sila po ang kinilala na official na PDP laban. Anong sinasabi mong iniwan? Fake news ka, girl? Lakas ng loob, grabe. So, easily fact-checkable po yung sinasabi ninyo. And PRRD is the chairman of that party. And oh, by the way, without lifting a finger, marami na pong nagtatawag kay Presidente, former President, to join PDP laban. Kaya huwag kang masyadong kampante, girl. Hindi ganyan ang buhay. Sabi ni Sui Generis, pero ma'am, iba ang ang laro sa Congress, mga congressmen ang boboto for speakership. What, you think he doesn't know that? Do you think he was born yesterday that he will consider this position without knowing what the politics are behind these things? how people are elected, alam mo, pinag-aaralan namin yan pag pinag-aaral ka sa law school, tapos aralin mo yung powers of Congress. Alam po niya yan. So, sabihan mo man na iba yung laro. What? You think that he would make a decision like that without knowing what the consequences are of that decision or what he has to do in order to win? I think ye of little faith. Or maybe you don't have any faith at all. Okay lang. Alam nyo, ito yung problema sa iba sa inyo eh. You only want to get into a cause when it's a sure thing. It will not be a sure thing until you are in the cause. It is not a sure thing. Sure, bet whatever you want. You bet Luis degree. Wow, big deal. May takers ka dyan, bet your degree. Who cares? Why would anybody want to make a bet with you? Iba yung laro sa Congress, iba yung laro. He has been in Congress. He knows what it is. He hated it. Because it's not executive. Diba? Mas active ang executive. Making laws, not his cup of tea. But if he is making laws or he is exercising the powers and functions of a congressman under, how do you call this, adverse conditions, then that is exactly the kind of atmosphere and context that a Rodrigo Duterte wins at. Yeah, bet whatever you want. Not gonna change things. Oh, we got another one here on Facebook. Sabi, wag na kayong mangarap na makaupo uli. Tapos na panahon nyo, weather lang yan. ICC is coming to town. Oh, such faith in the ICC. Discredited international organization trying to save its budget by looking for a big fish to put behind bars. Big fat hairy deal. The mere fact that they are coming after FPRD means that he is big fish, that this guy is significant, that by doing so, maybe they can reignite faith in the ICC. And ikaw naman, naniwala. Under adverse conditions, Duterte won. What makes you think he's not going to be able to do that again, particularly under these circumstances where being on the opposite end is actually the biggest platform you can get? Sabi ni Ross, okay kung saan decision ni FPRD will support him. Limited kasi mang tricks of knowledge naman when it comes to the power of Congress. Ross, hindi naman ikaw nagsabi nun na. Ikaw ba? Jim Lord asks, ang Supreme Court ba walang comment on the ICC? Well, the Supreme Court kasi doesn't comment. Hindi yan active na nagko-comment. It will not participate in public discussions. The Supreme Court speaks only through its decisions. So, kailangan may kaso para magkaroon ng masasabi ang Supreme Court dyan. Hindi po sila mag-volunteer at magkukomentary dyan. Bawal po yun. Sabi ni Tej, di naman making laws on purpose ng iba dyan eh. Yung iba nga para lang magpayaman. Oh my goodness. At least si PRD for good cause on purpose na maging congressman. Sabi ni Paolo, haha, yung mga may gusto sa ICC, pwede nang lumipat. Di naman pala nagana ang korte sa Pinas, lipat ka na. Sabi ni Ma'am Karen, galit na galit mga vlogger na pro-admin kasi alam niya na every time there's a massive support for famous vloggers for the Dutertes. I don't think Digong or Inday can ever retire because they have raised the level of public service higher. They soar higher one challenge na nakikitang hirap ang pangkaraniwan. This administration couldn't even begin to grasp understanding it. Ngayon pa magbabago ang saligang batas na di sila nananalamin. Di naman sila maaasahan ng mapagkatiwalaan. Wala ngang innovation. Grabe, ma'am. Parang ang feeling ko, dinukot nyo yan sa loob ng utak ko. You're thinking exactly the same thing. Sabi ni Ma'am Marian, sana maging speaker si PRD to 2025 para malinis ang Congress by the time na maging president si Inday Sara sa 2028. Wow na wow, unlad ang Pilipinas. So, di ba? It makes sense. On the other hand, okay. So, ito ngayon ang punto. All of these are possibilities. So, what did he say? He said he's considering a run for Congress. That's one thing. Right? Pero yung mga dito, grabe kayo. Akala niyo, kung hyper-analyze, parang mas daig nyo pa yung tao na tatakbo. So, but, okay, sure, whatever. Free speech ninyo, freedom to think whatever you want to think. Pero imagine what they're thinking in Congress right now. With the PRD challenging the speakership, threatening to run, what do you think is going to be the reaction of them? You know how to win? You won't want to force. You know how Manny Pacquiao also wins in a boxing game. It's not just his own skill. It's his ability to force his enemies to make mistakes. Right? And so that's all you need to do. That's all you know. If that person makes enough mistakes, they're going to start failing. They're going to start failing in their nefarious plans to continue, holding the reins of power. They will fail in their yung kaliwat kanan ng paggagamit ng pera ng taong bayan. Give them enough rope and they will hang themselves. So you don't have to hyper-analyze about all of these little things in mundane matters. What you have to look at is the strategy. So, I don't know, you can naysay all you want. I don't think it's going to make a difference with him. Sabi ni Grim Reaper, minsan nakakatamad din magtrabaho at magbayad ng tax. Kung yung current admin natin wala namang pakialam sa'yo. During FPRD, ramdam na ramdam ko and I felt safe under detention. True. May iba lang. Komento ni Ma'am Victoria Lucky Penny kasi gusto ko lang mang-asar. Why so extra pretty today, Ma'am Vix? Merry Christmas po. Stay humble. Actually, kasi maganda yung ilaw ko dahil nandito ako sa bahay. When I'm outside, nako, it looks like I need a facial. Sabi ni Arvin, we hate Congress. Worst Congress ever since. Nakakawalang gana ng congressman na to. I don't know about the 100% nakakawalang gana, but certainly the ones na nagpakita sa atin ng oppressive behavior, certainly those. Ay, ito. We got another live one, guys. Wow, attorney, di ba kagagaling nyo lang ng China? Tapos ngayon sa Davao naman, Kalamazoo mo ba si Mark Lopez? Oy! Girl, hindi ka updated. Galing ako sa US. Diba? Ano sa tingin mo? Kasi para sa iyo, yung mga nanggagaling na China, ipay doon sa bayan. So, hindi. Ang mga nanggagaling sa China ay pro-China. Nanggaling ako sa US. Mas matagal pa ako sa US kaysa nandun sa China. And oh, by the way, nag-aral po ako sa US. I graduated high school from a little dinky town called Las Vegas, New Mexico, and I graduated from Robertson High School. After that, I had 2 years in the University of Minnesota taking up international relations. I haven't finished it. I have to go back. I'm going to turn it into a minor. And then I went back to UP. And then I also studied in Japan. In Hiroshima, I took up legal conservation and I was there for about 3 weeks. Okay, so mas matagal ako sa Japan kaysa sa China. I also took up copyright for about 3 weeks in the south of France, in Lyon, no? South ba yun? In Lyon, France. So does that make me pro French? Sabi nga ng isang follower dito, uy, paano yung mga astronauts galing sa buwan? Pro buwan? Sabi ni Carlos, Minnesota malapit sa Winnipeg, Canada. Yeah, but it's across the lake. And that's a really big lake. Sabi ni Manolo, malamang na hindi na ituloy ang Chacha kung maging congressman si FPRD. Unless ituloy nila using people's initiative and it gets railroaded. Kasi baka magplebisito within a few months, di ba? Timing ang pagtakbo, sabi ni Ronald Vicente, timing ang pagtakbo ni PRD sa Congress dahil next year si Sara na ang Pangulo. Grabe kayo. Okay. Lagi niyo po akong pinapatawa, cute niyo mga asal. Basta kami Duterte pa rin, sabi ni Ma'am Jem. Sabi ni Ian, yung hindi po pagka-appoint sa'yo, then, na-appoint ako. It's called an ad interim appointment. So, red flag na po sa akin ng admin nito. Honestly, dun po ako nagsimula mag-doubt at magtiwala sa admin. You know, to be fair, he did have really good intentions at the start. That's why so many of us are disappointed. Kasi nakita natin yung ganadociousness, yung good intentions niya, yung good plans niya, He was well aware of what projects needed to be continued. He wanted build, build, build. Gusto niya buwagin ang poverty or at least absolute poverty. At sino pa lang ba ang nagsasucceed dyan? Hindi ba China? Okay. O, tapos, President Duterte had put into place all of these things para ma-attack talaga yung problema ng poverty. And so he was doing all the right things. He was talking about, revising the Mining Act. He was talking about all of that. And they're all so good and all on paper, and the plans are they're almost complete. Nobody's following those plans. Nobody's doing anything about it. The cabinet secretaries, they're well aware of what has to be done, but there are things that stand in the way, i.e., mga friendship. Yung mga friendship niya na hinihingi ng mga kontrata. At least that's the popular impression. Na sino lang bang yung mayaman ngayon? Eh di yung mga dating mayaman na. At sino may yung dating mayaman na? Mga friendship yan. So, oh well. Sabi ni Karine Brutal, I love your name, kapag nag-congress si Tatay D, marami kayang sumanib sa kanya ng mga congressman, sana siya maging speaker. Marami nga tayong sinasana. Sabi ni Joseph Gatchalian, what's more annoying in this about this Marcos administration is that they are using our taxes to pay troll farms to attack ordinary citizens because they are voicing out their discontent, frustrations, and disagreement with this government. That's true. And they're gaslighting us. Diba? Ang lakas ng loob magsabi na wag dapat mag-indulge in fake news. But you get your propagandists na manira sa mga Duterte, whether it's true or not. Sabi ni Buhay Probinsya, alam niyo that's illegal. Sabi ni Buhay Probinsya, bawal dito mag-rally-rally sa may plaza, kailangan daw may permit. Alam niyo ba na illegal yung ganyang klaseng rule? Sabi ng Korte Suprema, matagal na po ang desisyon na ito, na maaari lang daw ilimita, siguro kasi sa plaza, pero hindi nila pwedeng ipagbawal ang rally. Ang bawal, rally sa may plaza. So, sabi ng Korte Suprema, maaari ilimita ang mga rally sa time and place. So kung kunwari, kumuha ka ng permit o nagpapaalam kayo o sinasabi ninyo, basta lightning rally tayo dun sa plaza, pwede nilang i-disperse yun. Kasi sasabihin nila, you can use the plaza from 4 to 6 o'clock on Wednesday, parang ganyan. So they can limit time and place. Pero they cannot tell you no rallies. Bawal yung ganun. Sabi ni James, may kasuusap pala siya. So, para dun sa mga nagtatanong tungkol sa background noise ko dito, hindi po siya umuulan. Actually, naririnig niyo electric fan kasi apakainit dito sa lugar kung saan ako nagla-live. The reason it's hot is because I have to keep one door open. Hindi po madaloy yung hangin dahil I have a huge dog who can destroy this entire setup if I let him in. So I have to keep the door shut. So. Sabi ni Ma'am Victoria, dito po ako nakatira sa abroad. Una kong napansin pag-uwi ko ang pagkaka-organize ng airport at linis ng kalsada at walang namamalimos na nakikita habang pa-uwi kami sa bahay. Diba? Parang nakakataba ng puso yung ganun. Which, by the way, I hate that expression. All right. So, last two questions. Is it good to remove the restrictive economic provisions of the current constitution? They're there for a reason. But what do you think is restrictive about that? Do you know that there's a new Public Service Act that actually eases that? And do you know that even before the Public Service Act, it's not as restrictive as you think? Ano bang pinagbabawal dun sa economic provisions? Merong in every administration, naglalabas po ng tinatawag na negative list. Kung ano ang maaaring maging subject to foreign infusions, kung foreign direct investments. For example, manufacturing, 100% po yan. If you want to build cars here, 100% it can be foreign owned. You want to create factories here, 100% it can be foreign owned. Ano ang restrictions? The restrictions are the following. weaponry. Okay? Guns, chemical weapons, nuclear weapons, etc. Yung mga ganyan. The protected industries such as the extraction of natural resources. Okay? Take note, bakit protected yung extraction of natural resources? But even then sa mining, pwede yun, ha? Ina-allow yan sa mining. Hindi yan 60-40 necessarily. Pero sa mining, pwedeng foreign owned yung mga ganyan. So, bakit? Because natural resources natin are possibly limited resources. Kung binibigay lang natin, and there's a tendency for sometimes Congress to allow that, but we just hand it over to them. So, halimbawa, hi, it's my big dog. Ang bait niya, umalis muna, alam niya pinag-uusapan siya. So, aralin niyo po muna. May nagpakalat kasi ng fake news at sinabi na at ang sinabi 60-40 daw lahat ng investments dito. Na kahit anong gusto na na pagka may foreign company na gustong pumasok dito, then, di ba, kailangan 60-40, 60 Philippine citizenship. That is not true. So, what I suggest, i-google nyo po yung negative list. Dahil ilang beses na po namin pinag-usapan yan dito. So, the negative list tells us which industries are limited to Filipino ownership or partial Filipino ownership. Okay? So, understand that part first. Kasi ang pinapalabas ng Kongreso, we're going to save you. We're going to make it certain na magkaroon ng foreign direct investments. Darling, hindi problema para sa foreign direct investments natin yung saligang batas. Ang problema ng foreign direct investments natin ay ang taas ng kuryente, ang taas ng tubig, ang taas ng pagkain. Walang internet that's reliable. So, yun po ang problema. That's why hindi tayo makapagkikayat ng foreign direct investments. Ilang beses nang nag-abroad ang Pangulo natin saying na, sige, tuwing uuwi, wow, I have zillions and zillions in pledges. O ilan na ba? More than 1 year since he first started getting pledges. Ano na nangyari? Meron ba? Itong mga US, access ng US, maybe wait pa ni. My dog. Yung access ng mga dun sa ating mga bases, binigyan ba nila tayo ng special economic benefits dun sa US side? Hindi. Nung umupo si DTI Secretary Pascual, dun sa usapan ng US, in fairness to him, nag-propose siya, how about a favored nation status for the Philippine exports in the US? Alam mo, hindi pa siya nakakatapos mag-propose, sinabihan na siya ng Secretary ng Trade in the US side, that's not on the table. Taray pa daw That's off the table. Tapos continue. Anong binigay ni Biden sa atin for the access to US bases? Wala. Ano ba yan? Yung may dadating daw dito na mga trade delegates at they will have, ano ba yan? Basta yung market promotions lang. Basically, ang binibigay nila sa atin. Trade missions, that's the term. He will send daw a trade mission. Now, what does a trade mission do? They come here, they get the contacts, establish contacts with them, and then they go back to the US and say that, okay, if you want to import, this is the information that you need. That's what a trade mission is, or at least that's what the trade mission that the President of the US had in mind in return for access to US bases. So sige, baguhin natin ang saligang batas, makakatulong ba yon? When the problem was our weakness in negotiating. Okay, so again, problema pala yun. So, maraming salamat sa lahat po ng sumubaybay sa aming live ngayong araw na ito. Papasalamat din po kami sa mga trolls na mamaya ay mabablock dahil kahit paano ay pinataas ninyo ang engagement dito. At pagka tinitrigger niyo po kasi ako, I become more erudite. Look it up. I'm sure you can know how to use a dictionary. I become more articulate. So, if you haven't noticed that yet, mas magaling kami mag-explain pag kinakanti ng ganun. So, actually, secret weapon namin na ginagamit namin dito sa Luminous, yung mga trolls. Okay? So, muli, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Huwag po nating kakalimutan na magpasalamat sa lahat po ng mga kababayan natin na nagtatrabaho nitong araw ng Pasko. Lalo na sa ating mga AFP, sa ating mga pulis, lahat ng mga nasa emergency medical services, mga nagtatrabaho sa mga ospital, sa mga kawani ng gobyerno who have to make sure that things keep running Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Pati doon sa mga nasa pribadong sektor na kailangan magtrabaho sa araw ng Pasko dahil kailangan nilang tumulong either sa pamilya nila o sa ating lipunan, maraming salamat po sa inyo. But in particular, sa institusyon na nagpalaki sa akin, the Armed Forces of the Philippines, thank you, sirs. All of you who are on duty tonight, thank you for being on the wall. Thank you because we know that we can sleep tonight because you are there. Thank you rin sa PNP for keeping order. Kami din makakatulog ng mahimbing dahil andyan po kayo. Maraming salamat po sa inyong serbisyo. Maraming salamat po dahil naaasahan namin kayo kahit nitong araw ng Pasko. Para sa katahimikan at sa kauunlad ng ating bayan, maraming salamat po sa lahat muli ng sumubaybay sa atin. Thank you. Ingat po ang lahat. Your country needs you. Thank you.